Okay, so let's talk intros, okay? They're pretty much exactly the same as your stock standard text response, okay? The only difference is that they end up a little bit longer because we're not just talking about one text now, we're talking about two. So it does mean that, there are some bits that end up a little bit longer, okay? So basically, just as a reminder, you need titles, okay? Don't forget to underline Black Mirror, Fahrenheit 451, okay? When you are talking about the episodes in Black Mirror, so Nosedive and Hated in the Nation, they go in inverted commas, okay? So your double quotation marks, okay? Pretty easy to remember, okay? But just keep them in the right order. So episodes, inverted commas, titles, underline. Okay, then once you've done your titles, you need authors / directors / creator, whatever. So that would be Brooker and Ray Bradbury. Easy. So Charlie Brooker, Ray Bradbury. Done. Then obviously you need to give your contention, and if your contention is different from your arguments, then you obviously need to talk contention and arguments. Me, because I'm clever and I like killing two birds with one stone. Look, I don't like killing birds, but I do like being efficient, okay? I can do those in the same thing. I don't need to repeat them. Also, try and avoid just kind of listing your arguments like a grocery list. Try and kind of like maybe join your first argument and your second argument into one sentence, and then having a third one as like a follow-up, like moreover, or furthermore, or differently, whatever, okay? Just to kind of give it a little bit more flow. Here's a sample intro. Alright, so I've written both Fahrenheit 451, written by Ray Bradbury, and Black Mirror, created by Charlie Brooker, show that conforming to societal norms is the ticket to acceptance within the community. However, they both agree that when this conformity clashes with a person's values, it is important to do what is morally right, even when that may mean difficulty. Moreover, the texts highlight that a person will only feel truly freed from the shackles of their oppressive societies if they voice their dissatisfaction with the expectations of society. Okay? So, if you're clever and you're following along, look, color coding. Oh, miss, you're so clever. Okay, so that's my titles, Fahrenheit, Black Mirror. Now, I haven't mentioned the episodes. You don't need to, because you're going to start talking about the episodes within. Think about Black Mirror and the episodes being like short stories in a book of short stories. Okay, so you don't need, you're going to use those as evidence. And then I've got my contention, which I suppose is more this bit, where I say shows that conforming to societal norms is the ticket to acceptance within the community. The reason I think that is because that's the contention is because it kind of like clearly attacks the heart of what the question is about. Okay, and then I've got my arguments in the green. Easy peasy. Oh, look, some red turned up. Now, if you have a look, I've used loads of our key terms. The reason for that is because every time you use a key term, it's a little wave to your examiner going, hey, I'm answering the question, so you have to give me a good score. I'm doing what you want, so I'm at least over that 50%, because pretty much if you don't answer the question, you're under 50%, right? If you do answer the question, then it's kind of looking like you're going to be above 50, right? So it's kind of a nice way to kind of show the examiner, yes, I'm doing what you want. Ha! All right. Tip 4 for the formal. Don't think that I've forgotten those tips. So tip 4 is there is such thing as too much fake tan. Ladies and gents, be careful. I mean, many, many children before you have been fooled into thinking that tan is what you should always go for, and therefore, more tan, more better. wrong, both grammatically and literally. That is wrong. As you can see, Exhibit A, Exhibit B. Surely that is enough said. These photos are going to haunt you for a long time. Okay? Make wise choices. Okay, so the next thing that we're going to be looking at is essay layout. Just so you know, once you've got your intro done, the essay layout is pretty straightforward, okay? In each paragraph, what we're going to do is we're going to be looking at, in the first paragraph, we look at the first idea, which, if we go back, is, I'll use this one, that conforming to societal norms is the ticket to acceptance, okay? So that's going to be my first idea, and I talk about that in both the first text, say Fahrenheit, and our second text, which is Black Mirror. So I talk about it in both texts. Now, whether I talk about it in Nosedive or I talk about it in Hated in the Nation, it doesn't really matter. I can refer to either of them. I can refer to both if I want. Okay? Then my second paragraph is going to be about my second idea, which is about how when conformity clashes to a person's value, it's important to do what's morally right, even when that is difficult. Okay? And I'm going to talk about it in Black Mirror and Fahrenheit. Paragraph 3 is about how a person will only really feel free if they voice their dissatisfaction with society. And I'm going to talk about that within Black Mirror and Fahrenheit. Okay? Now, if you use just one, or I would try and use, in terms of the episodes, because I know that some people are feeling a little bit worried about that. In terms of the episodes, look, I would prefer if you didn't just use one of the episodes to talk about, that you did at some stage address both of them, but I wouldn't mind if you lent more heavily on one than the other. That would be okay with me. But I would want you to kind of at least bring up both at some stage in your essay to kind of show that you have good text knowledge, okay? So if you want to keep looking at essay layout and particularly like how to actually lay out the paragraph, watch my next video. Also, you need the tips to formal, guys, so you've got to watch the next one. All right, see ya.